Should have learned your lesson the first time. Don't mess with Abby.
You really think this is over? Go on, lock me up. I'll find a way to escape.
NCIS franchise faces major changes. McGee's future, new spin-offs, and Pauley Perrette's shocking confession. In an exciting but tumultuous time for NCIS fans, several major updates are shaking up the beloved franchise. CBS has confirmed the future of its popular spin-off shows, including the full season orders for NCIS, Origins and the new family drama Papa's House. However, change is in the air for NCIS itself, as the writers are reportedly laying the groundwork for a potential replacement for Timothy McGee, played by Sean Murray for over 2 decades. The beloved character's future is uncertain after the Hollywood strikes of 2023 raised questions about the long-term cast lineup. Adding fuel to the fire, NCIS veteran Pauley Perrette has made a blood-curdling revelation about her time on the show. In a recent interview, Perrette confessed to multiple physical assaults during her time on set and the tough decision to stay silent to protect her co-stars' jobs. As McGee's possible exit looms, Season 22 of NCIS seems to be setting the stage for a new chapter, with a fresh face primed to step in as McGee's potential replacement on the MCRT team. With so many twists and turns, fans will want to stay tuned to see what's next for the future of NCIS and its ever-expanding universe. Hey, lovely viewers, welcome to our channel Shows Update. NCIS confirms future of spin-off show. NCIS spin-off NCIS, Origins has had its future confirmed. The prequel series, focusing on a young version of Mark Harmon's Leroy Jethro Gibbs, was initially given a 13-episode order. It's so far aired 5 of them, but now it's getting even more. Get ready to keep showing up to the bullpen because #NCIS Origins is officially renewed for a full season, the show's official Instagram account posted. Meet you and the gang back at Camp Pendleton on CBS Monday. A full season on an American broadcast network has traditionally between 22 and 24 episodes, although that number has been less strictly adhered to in recent years. With regards to NCIS, Origins, it looks like we'll be getting 18 episodes in the season. While Harmon provides voiceover narration and a brief cameo in the premiere, it's Austin Stoll who plays the younger Gibbs in the show, while Diane Rodriguez plays a young Vera Strickland and Kyle Schmid has been cast as Mike Franks. In a recent interview, Harmon heaped praise upon Stoll, stating that he knew the actor was right for the role as soon as he walked into the audition. "I felt the room jump a little when Austin came in. Before he said anything, Harmon said he walked out and someone said, 'I'll just say it, that's a movie star.' There was heavy competition there. There were a lot of good people. I would say that there were really few who drew the attention Austin did. I can say that about any role that was cast in this show, because they all came in one after another. We got everybody we wanted." NCIS writers lay foundation for Sean Murray's potential replacement in Season 22. Since 2003, Sean Murray has been portraying the fan-favorite character Timothy McGee, but that might soon be ending, following the Hollywood strikes that happened last year. It's become apparent that actor Timothy McGee's time is up on the crime drama NCIS. Since 2003, Sean Murray has been portraying the fan-favorite character Timothy McGee, but that might soon be ending. Following the Hollywood strikes that happened last year, the CBS program has resumed bringing viewers complex storylines as the squad cracks complicated cases. Of all the characters, Timothy seems to be having the most eventful year this season. It was unveiled in NCIS Season 22 premiere last month that Timothy was fighting for the deputy director position. This was a bit shocking given that he turned down running NCIS MCRT after Leroy Jethro Gibbs, Mark Harmon, retired. NCIS stars Katrina Law and Brian Dietzen give verdict on future of Knight and Palmer's romance. NCIS Tony and Ziva cast, who will be joining Michael Weatherly and Cote de Pablo for spin-off. Although Timothy didn't desire a desk job since he wanted to avoid paperwork, he still had the urge to climb the fictional agency's ladder. However, despite the years he dedicated to the organization, he didn't land the job. That being said, NCIS producers set up who they planned to become the MCRT successor in episode 4 of the long-running series. Sean Murray has been acting on NCIS since 2003. In the show that aired November 4th, while MCRT is racing to prevent the onset of World War III, they clash with the FBI. With time of the essence, the team hurries to deconstruct a message that will ease tensions and de-escalate an extremely dangerous situation. Due to characters Jessica Knight, Katrina Law, and Jimmy Palmer, Brian Dietzen, being out of office, and advised not to come back to the Navy Yard, the squad ushers in Curtis Hubley. This marks Curtis J. Claude Dearing's first appearance in 2024. Curtis assists Deanna Reasonover's character Katie Hines with solving the case, giving the technical support MTAC needed. Even after his bosses were arrested for rebelling against commands, Curtis still worked to block FBI interference. He even went as far as to hide out at MTAC to work on his computer so he could keep the team's plan going. Despite being found, Curtis keeps his loyalty to MCRT, seeming very reminiscent of Timothy, who is also a computer whiz. This arranges him as the optimal success for Sean's. CBS orders full seasons of NCIS, Origins and Papa's House. CBS has announced full season orders for the new comedy Papa's House and drama NCIS, Origins. NCIS, Origins has added a brilliant new dimension to the NCIS franchise with an origin story of Leroy Jethro Gibbs and a cinematic 90s experience that features distinct characters, stories and crime solving. Papa's House excels with the dynamic father-slash-son chemistry between Damon and Damon Jr. and their family-inspired stories that bring this comedy to life. These shows fit seamlessly into our Monday night lineup while resonating with viewers on CBS and Paramount+, said Amy Reisenbach, president of CBS Entertainment. Papa's House, starring Damon Wayans and Damon Wayans Jr., features Wayans as talk radio host and happily divorced a papa, who has his point of view challenged at work when a new female co-host is hired, and at home where he finds himself still parenting his adult son, a brilliant dreamer who is trying to pursue his passion while being a responsible father and husband. Essence Atkins and Tetona Jackson also star. NCIS, Origins follows a young Leroy Jethro Gibbs, Austin Stoll, in 1991, years prior to the events of NCIS, and is narrated by Mark Harmon. In the series, Gibbs starts his career as a newly minted special agent at the fledgling NCIS Camp Pendleton office, where he forges his place on a gritty, ragtag team led by NCIS legend Mike Franks, Kyle Schmid, Mariel Molino, Tyla Abercrombie, Diane Rodriguez and Caleb Foote also star. Both series are distributed by Paramount Global Content Distribution. NCIS Season 22 establishes Timothy McGee's best MCRT replacement. Warning! Spoilers ahead for NCIS Season 22, Episode 4, Sticks and Stones. Timothy McGee's best replacement becomes clear in NCIS Season 22, Episode 4. Coming off of a short year due to the dual Hollywood strikes of 2023, CBS' long-running procedural Current Year has already been full of plot twists and interesting cases. That's all mixed up with some personal storylines, including the resolution to Jessica Knight and Jimmy Palmer's breakup in the NCIS Season 21 finale, as well as Nick Torres' surprising decision to date again. That said, among everyone in Alden Parker's team, McGee is arguably the one who is having the most interesting year. In the NCIS Season 22 premiere, it was revealed that McGee was vying for the deputy director role. Admittedly, this was a bit surprising, considering that he passed on taking over the MCRT after Leroy Jethro Gibbs retired in Naktok Bay, Alaska. He didn't want to do a desk job and deal with paperwork. Still, one can't blame him for wanting to move up the agency's ladder. Ultimately, he failed to secure the position, despite his years of service in the organization. Despite that, however, NCIS Season 22, Episode 4, Sticks and Stones, lays the foundation for his MCRT successor. NCIS Season 22, Episode 4 proves Curtis Hubley is Timothy McGee's best MCRT replacement. Curtis is reminiscent of McProby as MCRT tries to stop World War III from happening. They find themselves against a familiar adversary, the FBI, in NCIS Season 22, Episode 4. The team is running against time decoding a message that could have neutralized the tension and prevented the situation from escalating. With Knight and Palmer out of office and advised not to return to Navy Yard, the squad brings in Curtis, marking his first appearance in the new year. He helps Casey Hines with the case and provides the technical support Parker and McGee needed in MTAC. When his superiors are arrested for defying orders, Curtis continues to work to stop the FBI's ministrations in NCIS Season 22, Episode 4. He even hides in MTAC and works on his computer to block the system and preserve Parker's orders. He is eventually found, but Curtis' brand of loyalty to MCRT, overall demeanor, not to mention his computer skills, are reminiscent of McGee during his Proby days. Because of this, the show effectively props him up to be the perfect contemporary to Sean Murray's character. NCIS needs to more prominently feature Curtis in light of McGee's current situation. McGee can take Curtis under his wing. McGee may not have gotten the promotion that he wanted, but it doesn't mean that his attempt to move up the agency's ladder is done. NCIS awarded the post to former DOJ Inspector Gabriel LaRoche, a new character introduced in Season 22. Since his promotion, however, the new deputy director has barely been felt in the show, although he is expected to play a big role throughout the rest of the year. Aside from McGee being more deserving of the spot, LaRoche is also a suspected NCIS mole. If he is caught, Murray's character may eventually be awarded his post. Perhaps, NCIS Season 22 can even foster a mentor-slash-mentee relationship between McGee and Curtis. This opens up a spot for Curtis to be a more prominent member of Parker's MCRT. NCIS should gradually ease him into being a member of the core cast, the same way it did when it introduced McGee as a recurring character in Sub Rosa. Doing this would make his transition to potentially be a full-time member of MCRT smoother. It also helps the viewers get used to him as the new tech person on the team. Perhaps, NCIS Season 22 can even foster a mentor-slash-mentee relationship between McGee and Curtis. Will Sean Murray really leave NCIS? Murray is the longest-serving active NCIS cast member currently. There are no comments about Murray leaving NCIS. Typically, it announces cast departures ahead of time to hype up their swan songs. Since Murray is the longest-serving active cast member in NCIS, the writers and producers would want to give him a proper send-off when the time finally comes for his exit. That said, McGee's current arc in NCIS Season 22 poses big issues for the show. Keeping him in MCRT for a few more years will feel unfair, considering his experience. That said, any kind of promotion will mean that he will have to leave Parker's team. Whatever the case may be for McGee, it's clear that he has outgrown his role as a senior field agent. There is no keeping NCIS from continuing the show as it is, but the character vying for a promotion opens up the issue that there is barely any space to move up in the team, considering how small it is. Maybe giving him a protege in Curtis can rejuvenate his arc, but other than that, NCIS needs to make a major decision about McGee. It's horrifying. I left. Multiple physical assaults. NCIS star Pauley Perrette's blood-curdling confession revealed she had to stay quiet to protect co-stars' jobs. Drama, tension, a riveting plot, and intriguing characters is what makes any TV show a success. Navy Criminal Investigation Service, aka NCIS, quickly became a fan favorite because of all the right reasons. However, in its long run comprising 22 seasons, a lot of factors changed with multiple cast members leaving the hit series. It was Pauley Perrette's exit from the show in 2017 that shocked the fans. Having played the role of Abby Ciuto for 15 seasons, the actress became a beloved part of the show. But her sudden absence left a gaping void in audiences' minds, which further widened when she posted a cryptic confession about having left to safeguard her co-stars' jobs. The unbelievable reason: a victim of physical abuse and violence? Still from NCIS credits, CBS. The CBS military police procedural TV show, NCIS, began after its concept and characters were introduced in another similar series, JAG. Its NCIS Season 22 establishes Timothy McGee's best MCRT replacement. Warning! Spoilers ahead for NCIS Season 22, Episode 4, Sticks and Stones. Timothy McGee's best replacement becomes clear in NCIS Season 22, Episode 4. Coming off of a short year due to the dual Hollywood strikes of 2023, CBS' long-running procedural current year has already been full of plot twists and interesting cases. That's all mixed up with some personal storylines, including the resolution to Jessica Knight and Jimmy Palmer's breakup in the NCIS Season 21 finale, as well as Nick Torres' surprising decision to date again. That said, among everyone in Alden Parker's team, McGee is arguably the one who is having the most interesting year. In the NCIS Season 22 premiere, it was revealed that McGee was vying for the deputy director role. Admittedly, this was a bit surprising, considering that he passed on taking over the MCRT after Leroy Jethro Gibbs retired in Naktok Bay, Alaska. He didn't want to do a desk job and deal with paperwork. Still, one can't blame him for wanting to move up the agency's ladder. Ultimately, he failed to secure the position, despite his years of service in the organization. Despite that, however, NCIS Season 22, Episode 4, Sticks and Stones, lays the foundation for his MCRT successor. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.